LeBron cemented Dwayne Wade's career. That's it.
Are you kidding me? Are you serious with me right now? Bruh, 2006, Wade was good. Wade didn't have to win another ring after what he did in 2006.
Whoa! So you wait. So what you saying? One and that's it?
One thing we have to keep in mind is that, and we talked about it on the show,
but at the same time, it comes from two different points.
Then all of a sudden, he want to say, "Oh, well, you know."
I think for me, I don't know if I can speak for everybody else.
This is Dead in Sports.
Welcome to the very first Dead End Sports show. Pilot, this is probably not how it's always gonna look, but you know we had to start somewhere. I know a lot of you guys are coming over from Blogtalkradio and Dead End Hip Hop, but this is Dead End Sports. Very first show, you got the beatmaker of the crew, BZ430.
What up, though?
Y'all
Straight in the
know,
house.
y'all
Straight in the
know.
house. You
Yes,
know what I
sir.
mean?
Still what up, though?
Still what up, though? Still what up, though? They ain't going. They ain't leaving. They ain't leaving at all.
Then you got the point guard of the crew, myself, your boy FIFO.
You know, PG.
Whatever. Then you got Ken, the Mr. Professor X of the show,
It's good, y'all.
the wise one. And then we got a new face, the host.
What's good?
12 Kyle. Give it up to him.
What's going on? Well, we're here, fellas. I gotta ask you guys. I mean, obviously, unless you've been hiding under a rock, the biggest news in sports, the biggest news in the world, basically, LeBron James going back to Cleveland. He spent the previous 4 years in Miami. So I gotta throw it out to you guys. B, I'll start first with you, man. Should he have gone back to Cleveland, or should he have stayed in Miami, or gone elsewhere?
Well, if he would have three-peated this championship with Miami, I'd have been like LeBron. He'd have been gone. He'd have been gone. I think if he would have three-peated. But I was a little surprised that he went back to Cleveland. I thought he was going to sign like maybe in like a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal. Because we now that I think about this, like in the past couple of years, we kind of seen this coming a little bit. Him feeling sorry about the way he did Cleveland. He said this like after this second year playing with Miami, how he felt sorry for the fans of Cleveland and everything. And then it was just like, okay, when the season was over, they got blasted by San Antonio. It's like, is he really gonna go back? I said, no, he might stay another year. I didn't think he was gonna go back right now. I knew he was gonna either go back eventually, but not now. So should he have went to Cleveland? I say no. I say still tough it out in Miami. It's still good that he went back, I guess, from a future standpoint, from playing for more years, being with a younger cast. But I thought he should at least stayed and kind of, another year, 2 years or something, people. Give me 2 years.
Why?
Because Pat Riley would have thought of some ways to get some players there for him.
You know what? Look, I feel like this. I feel once LeBron said I wanted Max, his time in Miami was over. Because just the salary cap implications, what it meant to what Bosh and D Wade, how much less they would have had to take to field a championship team. We're not talking competitive team because the West is loaded. We talking championship where LeBron, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but he had a better team around him. And I felt like once LeBron said I wanted Max, that's why I said 2-3 weeks ago, before the reports were out, whatever, I felt like LeBron was going back. As soon as he said I want Max, that's it.
Nope. Here's the thing. You put the onus back on Pat Riley. Pat Riley came, we all remember the press conference right after they got knocked out. He basically called LeBron out.
Yep.
So my thing is, if I'm LeBron, you got me on the cheap for the last 4 years. I'm the best player in the league, hands down. There's no question about it.
Never been the highest paid
Never
player
been the highest
on the
paid
team.
player. So you pay me what I'm worth. I don't care about what Bosh and Wade are going to take to make this happen. You need to field the team. It's your job as a GM to put players around you. No, it's not about being selfish. It's just about getting your money.
Exactly. Because, all right, you talking about selfish. You talking 11 years of arguably the best player of this generation's career. He's never been the highest paid player on his team. You talking about Wally Zerbiak. Ilgauskas made way more than this guy at that time. Come on, Ken. At what point in time is it time for him to make the most when he has been the best player, 4-time MVP?
I don't think LeBron should have went back this year. Yeah, it's great. It makes for a great story. Yeah, everybody, he's the hero now. He's no longer, the bad guy. And I don't think he was comfortable being the bad guy. I think he adjusted to it. But he didn't like it. You know, hey, it's good when you win 2 rings back to back, right? Yeah, you can be the bad guy all day. But after that, when you get smacked like that, like you did, now all of a sudden, you know, you're the bad guy again. You went to this team to win a championship and you 2 for 2. So now all of a sudden, how do you redeem that? How do you not repair your image, but how do you get people to not talk about the loss? Right. So now all of a sudden people are like, oh yeah, way to go. Slow clap. This guy is great. Come on, man. That's some BS. Look, I appreciate the story. I'm glad he went back. It's going to be great, this and another. But I kind of feel some kind of way about it. First of all, Miami traded up to get Shabazz Napier because this guy said that's the best point guard in the league. They traded 2 assets to get this guy, which showed that they were committed to win. Not only that, he did my boy Wade dirty.
Oh, that's
Look. He did my boy. He did.
It's about your homie Wade. It's about Wade. We all know Ken loves Wade.
Walked away from $42 million guaranteed because he wanted to. Because he knew that the way the contracts were structured, they all said, we gotta give this guy money to operate. Then all of a sudden he wanna say, oh, well, you know what? Yeah, let's give him money to operate, but I want my money, so you gotta pay me. Man, what the? Look, look, bro,
what are you talking about? It don't matter. Look. 42 million. Is it a difference if you get it over a span of 4 years or 2 years? It's $42 million, bruh. You're gonna get your money. D Wade's gonna get his money. D Wade's not going nowhere. Nowhere. So wait, no, I got him.
It's different than,
and I understand that. But just like you said, giving Pat Riley that leeway, I want my 40 million. You could space it out. It's not like this is Chris Bosh and I came from Toronto and I'm getting my 108. Wait, hold on, dog. I let you speak, right? So let me speak. So what I'm saying is, Chris Bosh is from Toronto. He got his money. Pay me. Dwayne Wade's been there, and he knows he's not a $21 million a year player anymore. Bosh still is for right now. We won't know year 4 and 5 of that contract. But for right now, D Wade is not that, and he knows that. And he's still gonna get his money, and Miami's still gonna give him money, man. He's D Wade. He's not going nowhere else. Where else is he gonna go?
If Wade is not a max player right now, if he's not a 20 million player right now, why would he opt out of that contract knowing he's not worth that money?
Because he was drafted by the Miami Heat, and loyalty to him and to Pat Riley is completely different, bro. All right, it doesn't make sense to you, but obviously that's something that D Wade did, and obviously Pat Riley's gonna give him his money over a longer period of time, right?
Okay. So let's bring it back in real quick. As far as LeBron going to Cleveland, you said you have a problem. Going back to Cleveland, you said you have a problem. What should he have done? Should he have stayed? Should he had, gone elsewhere? What are you saying that he should have done?
He should have came back for 2 years with the opt-out. Opt out. Because he committed to that team. Not 1, not 2, not 4, not 5, whatever. And I'm not holding him against that. I understand he was caught up in the moment. You're hyping up Miami. Fine, whatever. But you committed to this team,
and you gave him four straight trips to the finals.
So you lose in the finals, and you're running. You know your players are not better.
So he's running now.
I think he did run away from the situation in Miami.
I think one thing we have to keep in mind is that, and we talked about it on the show, I only think LeBron should have left if he felt like he was going someplace better than where he was.
Right.
I don't think that, and given the fact that let's just face it. San Antonio kicked the crap out of them. They were the better team, hands down. There's no debating that. I don't know that he's necessarily in a better situation to win, especially right now, than he is or that he would have been by going to Cleveland. And here's my second point. One of the other reasons that I have a huge problem with LeBron going back to Cleveland is Dan Gilbert, the letter.
That was my third point, but go ahead.
So, the letter, which remained on the website up until after they had this secret meeting, I have a problem with that. The letter, and I'm not trying to bring race into this, but to me, the letter, as Stephen A. Smith said, had a quote-unquote plantation mentality.
Yeah, of course.
I have a huge problem with that because to me, that letter was a spit in the face at LeBron James. As a man, you have to stand on principle. You don't stand on nothing else. There's certain things that you have to stand on. You have to stand on principle. I think LeBron, if I'm LeBron, I'm not even taking a meeting with Dan Gilbert. unless I get a public apology. From what we understand, there was a 4-hour meeting between Dan Gilbert and LeBron, his agent, and his team and everything like that. So they buried the hatchet. To me, it's going to take a lot more than that because that was personal. He called him, he said the self-proclaimed king is a coward. This is the man that took you and your team
to the finals with nobody.
With bums to the finals. Made you hundreds of millions of dollars. First ever finals. And he made Cleveland relevant.
If you apologize to me and we clear the air, and from this point forward we could move forward in a working relationship, I don't have to be buddy-buddy with you, bro. Let's call it what it is. Let's handshake. Let's work together because I am committed to this franchise. I'm not necessarily committed to you as a person. You know what I'm saying? I'm committed to this franchise. I'm committed to this city. I'm committed to this area. Let's bring a championship home. And that's it. And go play basketball. That's your job. It's not your job to be over here best buddy with Dan Gilbert. It's your job to do your job. And LeBron has done that since day one.
Okay, so before you go, Ken, let me, and I know you want to get to it. I want to address something. LeBron was one of the biggest, if not the biggest athletes to speak out against Donald Sterling. We all know what Donald Sterling had to say. We all know how poisonous his words were. To me, just on a personal level, I can't speak for you guys, but what Dan Gilbert said in that letter is almost as egregious as what Donald Sterling said. So to me, it's just like LeBron probably couldn't see himself playing for Donald Sterling, I couldn't see myself playing for Dan Gilbert. Even though we have to have a business relationship. We don't have to go out for drinks after the game. We don't have to go to a strip club together, whatever. I couldn't do it. That's just me.
In terms of basketball fit, Kyrie right now is better than Bosh, is better than D Wade.
Right.
Based off of that alone, that's a better basketball fit.
Okay.
The collection of all of those young guys, I'd rather run with all of those young guys than a broke down D Wade. That you missed damn near 30 games and you still didn't have nothing for the finals.
Right.
But aren't you back in the same situation that you were in before?
No, because this team here, yes, they're younger, but this Cleveland team has a lot more talent, and that's the difference.
It could beat the Spurs.
Huh?
And could that team?
No. But what I'm telling you is, wait, hold on.
Right.
Wait, hold on. What I'm saying is, LeBron taking Max in Miami, they're not beating nobody in the West anyway. Is my point.
But they still probably make it to the finals.
Right.
They probably still make it to the finals, but
they might make it to the finals this upcoming year and the year after.
Right.
Okay, but wait.
Hold on. With guys that are battle tested, that are experienced, that know what it takes to get there. Opposed to Tristan Thompson. You know, the only other person you got that's experienced is Anderson Varejao, but you just mentioned Kyrie Irving, who's been injured, who's not battle tested. You got a freaking baby rookie that's coming in that's never been on the bright lights before.
Okay.
He's about to be on some serious bright lights.
You have players that are willing to opt out to enter into the battle with you because they've entered into that battle for 4 years. Shout out to my man Jay Force on Twitter. He said this, and it's a very, very solid point. He said for the last 4 years, Bosh and Wade absorbed the hate. The Heat they were hated because of LeBron. And they took that. And because of that stage, right? Everybody hated Miami. They hated them when they lost. They cheered for them when they lost.
We saw Spurs fans come out the woodwork.
They wore that, man. They went into the war with him because of that. And then he up and left.
Does LeBron owe Wade anything?
I think he owed him at least. He owed LeBron at least another year or two. Yes,
LeBron cemented Dwayne Wade's career. That's it.
Are you kidding me? Are you serious with me right now? Bruh, 2006, Wade was good. Wade didn't have to win another ring after what he did in 2006.
Whoa! So you wait. So what you saying? One and that's it?
One for what he did in that 06 finals?
No, I get it.
Yes, his legacy was intact. He good, bro. He good.
Okay, no. It was intact. But what did I say? What were my choice words? Cemented. Back-to-back championships.
He didn't need him, dog.
He didn't need him.
He didn't need him.
He didn't need him.
Man, he didn't need him.
You crazy.
From the media standpoint, people was calling his performance Jordan.
Yeah, he was.
That's cemented right there.
That's the minute right there. Average 31 in the finals.
If the media's comparing his performance to Jordan,
Get out of here. Okay, whoa.
Here's the thing you got to remember. He averaged 37 points in that finals. He single-handedly.
down
Keep in
0-2.
mind, keep in mind, he had Shaq on his team. He put Shaq on his back.
Right.
He put that team on his back.
I know. He was the reason why they won. I understand that. I'm not taking nothing away. I am not debating Dwayne Wade's performance. What I am debating his overall legacy.
He need to-
1 ring versus 3 rings is a big difference. 4 straight chips.
But the way he won that first ring, yeah, and then look at the other
come
two.
on, man.
Look, he had the best, what you call it, the best player in the
I feel you.
as well. I think good that he's going home. He wrote the little article and everything. I'm interested. I think I told Rod this. I'm like, he don't need to go nowhere else. He need to retire. If he go to another team in another 3 or 4 years, yeah, it's gonna really look very shaky for LeBron for his legacy. But I think he needs to just retire here. Just spend the rest of your whatever 6, 7, 8, 9 more years left of your career you got left. It needs to be here at Cleveland. Wish him the best. It's gonna be tough for him to get that ring out there in Cleveland, huh?
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough, man. And I think he said it in the letter. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be times where he's gonna get frustrated and everything, playing with all the young, with the young crew. So
And he's just getting older. He's
getting older now. So it's like it's gonna be tough, man. So good luck. If he get that 1 ring, I think if he just get that 1 championship for Cleveland,
I think he'd be content.
Yeah, he'd be content. He'd be happy. He don't have to win no more championships. If he win 1 within these next 5 or 6 years, LeBron will go down. His legacy will be whatever. They'll put a statue out in front of the Quicken Loans Arena or whatever.
For me, I still question the decision 2.0, as you say. I don't have a problem with him making an emotional decision. I think from a basketball perspective, if you want to win and you want to win championships, and like you said, Miami's built to win right now, I'm going after that 3rd ring. I'm stepping up to the challenge. I'm challenging San Antonio. They'll be another year older, provided that they got back. You can't be mad at him for going home, and I think that's been the overall sentiment. I think people, like I said, it's a feel-good story. But my thing is, from a basketball perspective, what happens when it's January and they're on a 6-game losing streak and it's no longer a feel-good story? It's no longer about him going home. It's about the fact that Melo came in and put 40 on him, or KD put 50 on him, that type of thing. Or when you're struggling in the Eastern Conference and you're in the 3rd spot and you're trying to move up to number 1. That's where I think, from a basketball perspective, he would have benefited more from being in Miami. LeBron is definitely setting himself up to not have any pressure to win right now. But from a basketball perspective,
That's a good point.
He could have won.
That's a good point. Tucking his tail and running. So you saying to me, what I'm hearing, Kyle, what I'm hearing is you saying he should have manned up and went back.
Yep.
I think he should have gone back from a basketball perspective. Now I get
pressure to win in Miami, but you go to Cleveland. Hey, I don't have to win right now. You're in Miami, you got to win right now.
But then part of it, you have to understand too, that the pressure that's in Miami, he created it. He was the deciding. He was the missing piece to bring them together. He was the one on stage talking about not 3, not 4, not 5. That's him. And those words will stay with him for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, I don't think it's about legacy for him, because I think, to me, it looks to me like if you're going back to Cleveland, you're kind of content on 2 rings. Because right now, as constructed, I don't see him winning another ring. That's just me.
Hey, I agree, because Miami, as constructed, year 1 didn't win a ring either. They had the big 3. So, Cleveland last year, I definitely think Cleveland is the best basketball move for LeBron. Cleveland won almost 40 games, and that's without Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins isn't ready to be a bona fide superstar today, but I don't know how many of y'all watched the Summer League game. He has flashes.
But they've got a new head coach and a new GM.
And I feel you. And
the same old owner.
And I feel you. And
Sterling Part 2.
And I feel you. And all I'm saying is this. Offensively, this coach is leaps and bounds way better than Mike Brown.
In relatively speaking, compare him to, since you've seen him coach, or you've done your background on him, compare him to Eric Spoelstra.
Who? David Blatt?
David Blatt.
I think offensively, he already has a platform where I think Spoelstra didn't have any platform, especially year 1. So I think that David Blatt is, compared to Spoelstra year 1, I think he's slightly ahead.
Okay.
Spoelstra had no head coaching experience. This man has over 20 years of head coaching experience, and he's won multiple championships, albeit in different countries and different leagues. But at the end of the day, a championship game is a championship game. He's been in pressure situations. Spoelstra has never had that. So I think that coming in, he's ahead of Spoelstra. Great job for LeBron coming home. It was the right move. Miami or Cleveland didn't really matter. LeBron's built for anything. He's built for basketball. That's what he was placed on this earth to do. And I'm just happy. I think that this is almost as exciting, and if not better, for the NBA than when LeBron went to Miami.